Hi everyone, this is Shravani. Welcome to my channel NCERT MEDC. In this video, we'll be discussing some important one-liners of Principles of Growth and Development, which is a very important topic for CTET and the other teaching exams. If you have not yet liked, share and subscribe my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel and encourage me. Question number 1. A baby starts by waving his arms in a general random movement, and afterwards these general motor responses are converted into specific responses like grasping or reaching out. It denotes the developmental principle of. For example, in the beginning when we ask baby to wave by, the baby will be using her whole arm. Later, she will be using only her hand. In the beginning, she has used the general response. She used whole arm. Later it was converted into the hand. That is a specific response. And this is the developmental principle of proceeding from general to specific responses. First, the baby will be using whole body to cry. Later, the baby will be using only the face muscles for crying. This is also the example of general to specific responses. Next, question number 2. Every organism is a distinct creation in itself. It denotes the dash developmental principle. Every organism is a distinct creation or every organism is unique. And it denotes the developmental principle of individual differences. Third one, development is never-ending process. It starts with conception and ends with death. It is related to dash principle of development. Here, it was given that development is never-ending. That is, it will begin in the conception. That it will begin in the mother's womb, and it will be continuing till death. So, this is related to the principle of continuity. Question number 4. Development shows almost no change at one time and a sudden spurt at another time is associated with dash principle of development. When you see that the development, sometimes it will be showing no change. Later, it will be showing a sudden spurt of change. No change and sudden spurt of change, and this is related to dash principle of development. It is principle of lack of uniformity in the developmental rate. That is, the development will be constant at some time and sometimes it will be showing the sudden change, and again it will become normal. It comes to the normal and again it stops showing the development. So the development is lacking uniformity. There is no uniformity in the rate of development. This is the principle. And question number 5. In the beginning, the child calls all men as daddy and all women as the mummy. But as he grows and develops, he begins to use these names only for his father and mother. This denotes the developmental principle of. In the beginning stages, the child will be calling all the men daddy and all women as mummy. So, after development, the child will be starting using these names only for the father and the mother. In the same way, already we have discussed that in the beginning stages, the child will be using whole arm to wave by, or the child will be using whole body while crying. Later, after the development, the child will be using only hand to wave by and only the face muscles to cry. This is the principle of development of proceeding from general to specific response. Next, question number 6. The child crawls by 6th month, utter a single word and walk by 1 year. This denotes the dash principle of development. Here, there are some stages. First, the child will be crawling. Then the child will be sitting. Then the child will be standing. Then walking. So here, there are some estimations that by 6th month the child should be crawling and by 1 year the child should be able to utter a single word or walk. So this denotes the dash principle of development. This is the principle of uniformity of pattern. Here the uniformity of pattern means whatever the country it is or whatever the culture it is, there is a pattern for the development. The rate might vary. The rate of development might vary, but the uniformity of the pattern is not the uniformity of pattern will be there or same for each and every child. For example, one child may be walking by 1 year and the other child may be walking by 1.5 year. Here, there is a change in the rate of development, but the sequence of the pattern will be same for all the gender, culture, and the every baby. Next, question number 7. Inadequate physical or mental development may, on the other hand, result in a socially or emotionally maladjusted personality. It is associated with dash principle of development. For example, if the child or a person is physically or the mentally the child is not developed, then on the other hand the person will also having the problem in the development of social and the emotional development. So this is associated with dash principle of development. Not only this, if the child is physically ill, it means that the child is mentally ill also. Means mentally ill means the child will be not so active. The child's social and the emotional development will also be affected in the one or the other way if the child is physically ill. So this is related to the dash principle of development, that is principle of interrelation. So interrelation means nothing but if one area is affected, other area also affects. This is the principle of interrelation. Question number 8. Personality is nothing but an end product of the constant interaction between hereditary and environmental setup. It denotes dash principle of development. We know that personality of a person is decided by both the hereditary and the environmental setup. Not alone the environment or not alone by the hereditary. The personality of a person or the behavior of a person is decided by both the hereditary and the environment. That is, we know that development is equal to hereditary into environment. Development is the product of hereditary and the environment, and it denotes the principle of interaction. Both the hereditary and the environment interact or work together to bring the changes in the development of an individual. Next, question number 9. The child first gain control over his head and arms and then on his legs. It is related to the dash principle of development. In the beginning, the child will be gaining the control over the head. The child will be able to control over the head, later on the arms, and then on his legs. So this is related to dash principle of development. Head to the development is moving downwards in a longitudinal axis. So this is related to dash principle of development. The development is going in the downward direction. This is related to the principle of cephalocaudal tendencies. It is a very important principle. Cephalo means head and caudal means foot. The development will start with head, then it moves towards the foot, and this is called the principle of cephalocaudal tendencies. Question number 10. In the beginning, the child is seen to exercise control over the arm and the hand and only afterwards over the fingers. It denotes the principle of development of. Here, we know that the child will be able to control over the arms, then after over the hands, and then later over the fingers. So this shows the principle of in the beginning the child will be able to control whole arm. This also looks like a principle of general to specific, but this is the principle of proximo-distal tendencies. That means the parts which are near will develop first. Near parts will develop first, and later the parts which are away from the center. Means the parts which are near or which are near to the center will develop first, later the parts which are away from the center will be developing, and this is called the proximo-distal tendencies. Next, question number 11. With the knowledge of the development of bones of a child, it is possible to tell his adult structure and size. It denotes the developmental principle of. When we see the see, in the early stages, if the child is weak or if the child is active, the people in our home will be estimating that this child will, in the future, will be having a good body structure, or this child in the future will be very clever or active. Like this denotes the principle of development of predictability. Here we can estimate the development. We can assume that the child in the future will be a little, not completely, but we can estimate that the child in the future will be able to perform this type of activities. Mean the child will be good at sports, the child will be good at communication, or the child will do good at school. This shows that the principle of predictability, that means we can assume a little that the development will be so in the future. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have not yet liked, share and subscribe my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.